Buongiorno, benvenuti alla conferenza stampa di Agente Smart Casino Totale o Casino Total. Diamo il benvenuto ai nostri ospiti che sono dalla vostra sinistra il produttore Mike Edwin, il regista Peter Segal, Hathaway, Steve Carell, Dwayne Johnson, il produttore Charles Rowen. Io vi lascerò velocemente la parola, ma vorrei cominciare con una domanda ai produttori. Senza produttori i film in genere non si fanno, anche se poi naturalmente quello che la gente vede sono gli attori, riconoscono la bravura del regista, ma è inutile dire a voi che siete del mestiere quanto lavoro, per quanti anni a volte c'è dietro a un film grazie all'intervento dei produttori. Allora, nell'ordine che preferiscono, io vorrei chiedere al signor Edwin e al signor Rowen come è nato questo progetto che, come sapete, parte come spunto da una serie di enorme successo televisiva degli anni 60 e che cosa loro amavano di questa serie, se la vedevano. Era una serie ovviamente di Mel Brooks e di Buck Henry. You want to start?
I grew up watching the series, and I was fortunate that Warner Brothers came to me and asked me if I would be interested in getting involved and try to reimagine it as a motion picture. And one of the first things that we did, both myself and my producing, we have two other producing partners who are not here, Alex Gardner, who actually works with me at Mosaic, and Andrew Lazar, who was actually involved in the project and even preceded myself and Michael. In any case, when Warner Brothers came to us and discussed with Andrew and myself about reimagining Get Smart, one of the very first things that we decided we needed to do was find the right guy to play Maxwell Smart. And we all agreed that the best person for the job was Steve Carell. At that time, Steve Carell wasn't really all that well known in the United States. He had had some really brilliant work that he did in a couple of motion pictures, one called Bruce Almighty and one called Anchorman, and of course he had also done work on Comedy Central, and that combination, Steve's joining on also as an executive producer with the material, was what brought Pete Segal into the mix and his partner Michael Ewing, and that was the genesis of how the project got started.
When we first heard about Get Smart, we had talked about over the years possibly becoming involved in it, and for one reason or another had not decided to become involved. And then when Chuck and Alex and Andrew approached us about becoming involved with Get Smart, with Steve attached to star in it, we couldn't imagine a more perfect actor to play the part of Maxwell. And so we signed on, and it was a series that we all grew up with, and we loved and cherished from our childhoods and the memories of it. And so to have the chance to recreate it for the big screen and to possibly, you know, do an homage to the original series, but also bringing it to a new generation of people that may not be as familiar with it, was really exciting, and we jumped at the opportunity.
Scusa Claudio, ho una piccola notazione. Quando dicono all'epoca, di che anno stiamo parlando?
Siamo a metà degli anni 60.
No, no, la serie per il film.
Ah, quando hanno cominciato a lavorare.
What we were trying to answer was how did we become involved in taking the television series from the 60s and making it into a film? Oh, we started working on the project, I would say about four and a half years ago. Was when my involvement started, and I think Steve and Andrew and I, we actually worked on it for about 9 months before Pete and Michael came on.
C'è una domanda lì in seconda fila.
Io?
Sì, prego. No, devi usare il microfono, se no le presentatrici non mi sentono.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno. Per la signora Hathaway, complimenti, è bellissima, elegantissima, noi siamo nella patria dell'eleganza che è in Italia, per cui grazie. Allora senta, qualche piccola curiosità, lei è diventata famosa in tutto il mondo per gli album West Prada e lì imparava a vestirsi, lei è particolarmente bella anche questa mattina e nel film il suo agente, il suo personaggio è ossessionato da Chanel, per cui le chiedevo il suo rapporto con la moda, con gli abiti, no? E poi è difficile per una spia, lei è l'agente 99, per cui per una spia è difficile fidarsi della gente. E lei nella vita si fida degli altri?
I trust fashion. Thank you so much for the lovely compliment about The Devil Wears Prada. I understand that film was really embraced by Italy, and I can't think of a more perfect country for the movie to have been such a success in. Regarding, you know, I think as anyone, regarding trust, I think, you know, that's something that you must learn in life, and I'm very happy to be standing up here with a panel of gorgeous men, all of whom I would trust with my life, except Steve.
I have no comment.
No, qual è il suo rapporto comunque con la moda?
Relationship with fashion, okay. And my relationship with fashion is developing. Certainly working on a film like The Devil Wears Prada was such an amazing opportunity. Patricia Field's costume design in that was, I think that was one of the things that set the film apart. And to work with someone who treats fashion like fun, like it's not, like it's yet another creative outlet, and to work with someone who is so creative, like Patricia Field, was an amazing opportunity. My relationship with it, I like eccentric glamour. I think that it's you know, being glamorous is very, very fun to try to achieve that look, but I think you can be careful. If you veer into too elegant, it can look a little boring, so I try to always throw in something unexpected, something very personal, something a little bit eccentric.
Romani del giornale, le rinnovo i complimenti cara Hathaway per il suo ruolo qui come agente 99. Visto che lei è un'attrice molto versatile, passa con una certa leggerezza dai ruoli brillanti ai ruoli un po' più drammatici e intensi. Le volevo chiedere qual è, diciamo, la sua stella polare, come sceglie i copioni, che cosa la guida nel passare rapidamente da un registro all'altro. Grazie.
It begins with the script. I try to find films that tell stories that I either think should be told or that I find entertaining. An important part of the process in terms of choosing the director is making sure that you want to tell the same story the director wants to tell. Because as I've learned from unfortunate experience, your ideas and someone else's ideas could begin in the same place and could diverge wildly, and you can wind up with a mess of a film. Thankfully that didn't happen with Pete. But I just try to find characters that I believe in, interesting stories, and the way I choose my roles is generally I try to pick the opposite